Hi there everyone, and right now I would like to show you a very interesting chess game of Paul Morphy. This is the chess game that I discovered today, and actually I have to say I got surprised after I saw this game. Well, Paul Morphy played a very inaccurate and a very suspicious chess game in this game. So in this very exceptional chess game, Paul Morphy did not play the flawless chess game against John Owen. So Paul Morphy is playing with the white pieces and Owen has the black pieces. This game was played in London in 1858 and this was a casual game. So Paul Morphy starts the game with playing e4, b6, d4 by Paul Morphy, bishop to b7, bishop to d3, e6, and here comes knight to h3 by Paul Morphy. Already at the very early stage of the game, Paul Morphy played a bad move. So we have c5, c3, knight to c6, bishop to e3, knight to f6, knight to d2, c takes on d4, pawn takes pawn, bishop to b4, pinning the knight, and Paul Morphy castled. What is this knight doing in the edge of the board? Well, bishop takes on d2, queen takes on d2, knight to e7, f3, knight to g6, rook from a to c1. And also John Owen castled, bishop to g5, pinning the knight, h6, bishop takes knight, queen takes on f6, e5, attacking the queen, queen to h4, bishop to b6, defending the pawn, rook from f to d8, rook to c7 by Paul Morphy. Believe it or not, this move is a horrible move by Paul Morphy. Even this very bad move by Paul Morphy is not affecting white. White could win after that position. That was not completely losing, but after this move, rook to c7, black has the edge. So what would you do in this position if you had the black pieces? We see the second very bad move by Paul Morphy. Well, John Owen played bishop to c6, trapping the rook. This is unbelievable. Well, Paul Morphy played bishop to e2. Well, the move comes to mind is bishop takes on c6. If d takes on c6, rook can't capture the pawn. Because of what? Because of knight takes on e5. And this is losing for white. If pawn takes knight, rook takes queen. So after d takes on c6, rook to d1 is the better move according to the computer engine. So knight takes on e5, queen to e3, knight to g6. Well, rook takes pawn, but then knight to e7, rook from c to c1, knight to f5, queen to f4, queen takes queen, knight takes queen, well, knight takes on d4. And this is losing for white. White is losing. So after bishop to c6, we have bishop to e2, knight to e7, knight to f4, queen to g5, rook to d1, rook to f8. So after rook to f8, we have queen to c1, knight to f5, g4, knight to h4, king to f2, defending the pawn, and Owen played queen to d8. So now John Owen is attacking the rook, and there is no way to defend the rook. So that's why Paul Morphy played rook takes on c6, d takes on c6, and queen takes pawn. And this is completely losing for white. Rook to c8, attacking the queen, queen to e4, queen to g5, bishop to d3, threatening checkmate, g6, rook to g1, rook to c7, knight to e2, f5. Well, in this position, rook from f to c8 was the better move. f4, queen to e7, and f5. Well, after f5, moving the queen back is okay for black. But if g takes on f5, well, still black is losing, and knight to g6 is the only logical defense. If king to f8, then f6 attacking the queen, queen to d7, rook to g8. King takes rook, well, black is getting checkmated. Only if black panics and plays some Very bad, inaccurate moves. So after knight to e2, we have f5 by John Owen, losing the composure and playing a horrible move. Well, Paul Morphy captures the pawn, g takes on f5, queen takes on f5, queen takes queen, e takes on f5, and here comes knight to f4 by Paul Morphy, defending the pawn with the rook. And here comes d6, attacking the rook, rook to c5, and knight takes on g6, knight takes knight, rook takes on g6. And John Owen resigned. Unbelievable. Well, he was winning easily, but then suddenly, probably he lost the composure, or maybe he panicked, and he played a very bad move. And things changed. And now in this position, white is winning, thanks to Owen's blunder. So let's say if king to h7, let me show you a possible continuation. Even though black has the material advantage, black has the exchange, but white has the two connected passed pawns. So d6, king to h5, king to f3, king to g6, e6, rook to d1, king to e2, rook to c1, and as you can see, there is no way to stopping the pawn. And black is losing. So this is why after rook takes on g6, John Owen resigned. Wow, what a game. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye for now.